Hey, what's up everybody, Nexel here. Today we are playing Kingdom Hearts Union Cross and we will be doing some traits for our Blitz form Sora. Now remember that Blitz form Sora is one of the best speed medals in the game because of that ability to make the next medal into a speed type medal. So what's an example of that? So for those who just saw me do the July challenge, or at least attempt to, I still need to do the last one, I have this setup here where Blitz form Sora gives speed attribute to the Aqua that comes after it. So even though Aqua is normally magic, because of Blitz form Sora, she is going to be speed for the turn as long as you activate Blitz form Sora's special attack. And this Aqua has great traits, so it essentially makes a medal that is magic into a speed one with great traits. So I don't need to buy like another speed medal or something like that. I don't need to have another OP speed medal. Instead, I can use Blitz form Sora to make a speed and a magic medal into two speed medals so I can hit magic enemies for that super effective damage. Not only that, but Blitz form Sora is fantastic in PvP because you can put Blitz form Sora before something like a Monster Sora or a Kingdom Hearts 3 Zeus, and then it will still go through without any sort of reflect. So remember that reflect only exists on two medals right now. So Anti-Aqua from the reverse blue Anti-Aqua, it reflects 100% magic damage, and then Kingdom Hearts 3 Roxas reflects 15% power damage. So there's currently nothing that reflects speed damage, meaning that if you use Blitz form Sora before a Monster form Sora, then that Monster form Sora, whenever it breaks through the enemy's defense, even if they have Aqua, even if they have Kingdom Hearts 3 Roxas, it'll still go through and it won't reflect any of that damage back to you. So Blitz form Sora is definitely one of the most powerful speed medals in this game. I definitely see it having a longevity, so it's gonna be relevant for quite a long time, as long as they make those like quests where it's gonna be oh, Sleeping Lion is best for this one, or Olympia is best for this one, things like that where you want to be hitting with a lot of speed medals. I think this medal is going to be relevant for all of those, and it's the first supernova that has that ability, so I can see it going a long way, and I definitely think it's worth investing traits into. Because remember, when you buy things, you're looking for the investment. You're not looking for always immediate satisfaction. You're looking to see what's going to last you the longest, and I think this Blitz form Sora is going to last me for quite a long time. So we're going to go ahead and do some traits on it. So let's talk about these avatar boards actually really quickly before we do the traits. So are these avatar boards worth it? I did a video on them before involving Key Art 20, and I think yes they are, but you have to be smart because every time you buy these avatar boards, that is 1,500 jewels that you are sinking into 3 traits. I believe it's 3 SP chips and dales and then 1 skill, which is really good because again, some people incidentally, like just randomly, they'll pull into a medal. It's a really good medal, but it has no traits on it. So for example, if I pulled from a banner right now, so these are the banners that are available right now, and then I pulled into an Angelic Amber accidentally, I wouldn't have any traits on it. And traits are definitely the thing that's gonna bring a medal up from being okay or being good to being useful all the time. So traits are that defining factor that's gonna make a medal go from that A class to that S class. So you can pass a lot of stuff with a medal without traits on it, but having traits on it can easily bring it up to that next level tier, bring you up into clearing content that you weren't able to before. So I think this is an investment. I think it's a good idea. But if you're just going for traits randomly, don't do it. Save it for like another avatar board where there's skills. Save it for a pull because you can use those for mercies. So really only pick trait boards for the ones where it's like, you know, this medal is going to last you a long time. You know it's going to have some utility in the future. You want to beef it up so that it stays relevant as you go through the game. And I think this Blitz form Sora is definitely going to be relevant for me moving forward because my speed setups are weak, but because I have strong magic setups and some strong power medals, I can use the Blitz form Sora to make that super strong medal, which is a different attribute, make it speed, and that contributes to my speed. So that was kind of a brief summary. I'm actually really tired from the stream earlier, so if it was not as clear as I wanted it to be, let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to evaluate on anything that I talked about. So the good thing about those trait boards, again, they come with everything you need. Minus the tier 9 dual Meow Wows and minus the experience medals, it literally comes with everything you need to get the medal rolling. So let's go here. Let me just show you the Blitz form Sora. So I already upgraded it. It already has a skill, but if we look at this one here, it's pretty much got nothing on it. So the board came with 3 of these guys. And remember, once you upgrade this medal to Supernova Plus, you can boost it by plus 3,000 strength and plus 3,000 defense using Chips and Dales. So if this was Supernova Plus, I could throw 3 of these Chips and Dales onto it and then boost its strength stat and its defense stat by 3,000. That's what these medals do. Again, increases strength and defense by 1,000. So it comes with 3 of those. It also comes with a skill. Oops, hang on a sec. It comes with a skill, so even if you pull the medal, you don't have a skill for it, no worries. Buying the trait board nets you a skill, and it nets you usually an attack boost 7 max gauge 2, which isn't up to standards anymore. Again, you want attack boost 8 max or higher, or at least 2 tiers behind what the current best one is. So the best one right now is attack boost 10 max, so you're looking at a minimum attack boost 8 max, but really doing the trait board is to get the medal rolling. It's to give it a good start, so that way you're not stuck with a medal that's useless. So it comes with a skill, it comes with the Chips and Dales, and then it comes with traits. Now granted, it's only 3 traits, meaning that you need to buy the board twice in order to fill up all the trait slots for any tier 9 medal. But I still think it's a good investment. It gets the ball rolling. It's just missing the tier 9 dual Meow-Wows and the experience medals necessary to bring that medal from Supernova to Supernova Plus. So I like the trait boards. You have to be smart with them. You shouldn't just be spending on them willy-nilly, because again, they do cost jewels, and jewels are the infinite resource in this game. The jewels that I used like a year ago would still be just as relevant today as they were then, whereas things like medals can become outdated, avatar parts can become outdated, skills can become outdated, but the jewels always maintain their value. So don't go too ham on them. If you need one just to get your medals rolling, to get a good start on them, it's definitely a good investment in my opinion to at the very least, do 3 trait rolls. After the 5th trait roll, at that point you're gambling, because even though, you know, like, sorry, I'm getting a little mixed up in my words, but essentially you want to have traits in here, because no traits in here doesn't help you, but any trait in there, even like a resist, any sort of damage trait, anything that fills the sub slot here, fills the trait slots, will help you in some way, shape, or form. It'll help you, but having them empty is not as useful. So even if you get bad traits, it's still worth having traits on it, in my personal opinion, as long as the medal is a good medal that has longevity, like in my opinion Blitz form Sora does. So what do we want? We want strength, ground, and especially aerial, because our aerial is really weak right now. That's why we didn't pass the content. So let's get aerial enemy defense minus 60. No, instead we got defense plus 2,000. So this medal is an attacking medal. We are not looking for defensive traits. We are not looking for resist traits. So let's see if we can hit it here. I'm really hoping we can hit it. We've got 2 more traits left. Hopefully I don't have to buy another avatar board. I really don't want to spend jewels that I don't need to. Please, aerial. Ah, raids. Oh boy, this medal wants to raid. Whew. Okay. So we got 1 trait medal left. Unfortunately, barely anything useful. Let's fast roll this one. Let's see how this works. Oh, sleep resist. All bad traits. Feels bad, y'all. Let's get rid of this defense here. I'll do 1 more board. That's another reason to be wary of the trait medal boards, because you could end up with Bubkiss. I ended up with nothing really good, and now I'm spending another 1,500 jewels to essentially what I hope nets me some good traits. So we will do... Oh, wait, we didn't collect it, did we? We were a little too hasty there. So we bought it. Let's collect it. And then let's go ahead and hope we can get aerial or ground, please. We spent 3,000. We spent the equivalent of $30 for trait medals for this. And then 2 skills. 2 useful skills. Some Chips and Dales. Please, BF Sora, give us the ground and the aerial, please. That would be so good. Gauges, no. No, we have a 2 out of 11% chance of getting something good. And I don't think it's happening, y'all. Do I want to place... Yeah, I'll replace Sleep. That's fine. Raids really doesn't do me any good. But if I get like... raids plus 160, I might have to make this a rating medal. Please, ground or aerial. Give us something good. Oh, gosh. This is getting sad, y'all. This is getting real sad. Let's go ahead and replace the raids because we don't need the raids right now. 6 traits, and we only got, like, defensive stuff. Like, the only damaging one we got is damage and raids. Oh, boy. This is not looking good. Please. Oh no! I would have normally been really excited about this, but extra attack does not stack. Oh gosh. Alright, one more. That's pretty much all the jewels from the July event. That's pretty much all the jewels from the July event attempting to trait this Blitz form Sora, and we've gotten nothing so far. Nothing particularly useful. Alright, this is the last one. I am not willing to sink any more than 4,500 jewels on trading this medal. So I'm hoping 9 traits. Let's hope we can hit at least 2 damaging ones. All we've hit so far were just like defensive things, like resists, gauges, things like that. So we're looking for strength, ground, and aerial. Oh gosh, no, not like this game. Give me extra attack on other things, not the Blitz form Sora though. Oh, this is starting to feel really bad, y'all. I'm starting to think this was a mistake. Please, Blitzform Sora, don't curse us like this. Give us ground or aerial. Please, aerial, please. Oh, gosh. Oh, this is not looking good, y'all. Let's replace raids because we don't need it. One more trait. Oh my gosh, this is really bad. This is really bad. I was really hoping this medal would bring me to the next level of like speed damage tiers, but at this rate, man, I really don't know. Raids keeps wanting to come back. Alright, whatever. We've already ditched that many, so we're not going to keep raids on there. So yeah, that is three Blitzform Sora boards. I spent 4,500 jewels and did not get any good traits. So keep that in mind. It is still a gamble, but it's a gamble that sometimes pays off. In this case, it did not. And I'm still stuck with a Blitzform Sora that does not have enough damaging capacity to help me with the event right now. So take that as you will. This was a good example of why not to buy them, but just remember that it is a good deal. It is a really solid deal. If there's no traits on that medal, no skill, it's a good way to kickstart that medal into being really good. So that's my thought on it right now. I'm not willing to spend another 1,500 jewels right now. That could go into like my Kingdom Hearts 3 Aqua. It can go into pulls. It can go into other things. So I'm going to try and save it right now. I've still got a few more days to decide if I want to keep trading this Blitzform Sora. But for right now, it's just not worth it. Like 9 trait rolls in a row, and I didn't get a single damaging one that wasn't raids. So I'm going to cut that here, and we're going to stop here. As always, if there are any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to drop them down. My gosh, I'm so tired from that stream. If there are any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to drop them down in the comments below, and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. But as always, everyone, until next time, take it easy.